Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, we're going to talk about this bogus Epstein list that is a distraction for America. So guys, a lot of you have seen this list come out with the names that are on it. And that is not the list that we were looking for, and that is not the list that we wanted. It's a bogus list. Now, a lot of you know that this chick, Giselle, whatever the hell, Maxine, she had a black book with names in it. In this court document, if you will, the names that are on it, these are names that have been mentioned before. None of these names are new and or surprising. Now, again, I take issue with this because it's bullshit. It's a ruse. It's just something to give the American people so that they can look at it and go, oh, okay, all right, that name, all right, and then that's it. And then the more interesting thing about this list is that a lot of the names of the people that are on this list are people that Jeffrey Epstein mentioned and yet never met. And that is the catch, because there's something strange about the way this list was released. Not strange, but, sorry, predictable. They took forever to release this list. They redacted a bunch of names. Like, we like to know which names were redacted from the list, because those redacted names are most likely the names of people who were on the island, who were banging little kids. Now, clearly Clinton, who is on the list, but is mentioned in the court document as stating he likes them young. We had Prince Andrew, who we all knew, that came out a while ago. Again, nothing new. And then they mentioned Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson didn't want to partake in any activities. It's most likely because when he got there, he was like, shit. So anyway, a lot of names that are, again, being mentioned are just mentioned from word of mouth, out of his mouth. And the fact that he spoke to some lady who was a witness there, I think this is her name here, she mentioned that he mentioned certain celebrities' names. And in fact, some of the celebrities he's never met. So clearly this list is bullshit, because they're just putting names of people he mentioned, as well as people that were on the island, or possibly on the island. But a lot of the names like Bruce Willis, Kate Blanchett, Leonardo DiCaprio, those are names that he mentioned to her. Meanwhile, never been on the island, and she's unclear if he ever met them. So, I find this list bullshit. Now, the Giselle Maxwell chick, Ghislaine, whatever the hell her name is, that bitch, right? She had a black book with names on it. And in that black book, I'm 1,000% sure it was the blackmail book that had the names and the kinks of these people. So, if, let's just say, I don't know, Joe Biden's son was on that list, on that black book, it would be like Hunter Biden likes little boys' balls, or some shit like that, or loves to rub peanut butter on his dick as a dog licks it off. Some crazy shit like that would be in that book. Not this lame-ass excuse for a list. I'm looking at this list, and people are, like, firing off at this list, like, oh my god, look at it. I'm like, you gotta read you gotta read multiple articles, that's number one. And then you gotta read that it was from a court document of names being mentioned, not people actually being there, aside from Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew, and if you want to throw Michael Jackson in that. More names are going to come out, and it's going to be nothing but bullshit on it. All right? It's, again, people he mentioned, not people who are actually on the island. And some people, were actually on the island, but those are probably the names that were redacted. So again, this list looks like bullshit. There's possibly going to be more names to be dropped. Again, we have to find out whether it was him mentioning those names because he was boasting about it, or these were people on the actual island. The list that everybody wants, is the black book. That's the list everybody wants, not this lame excuse for bullshit. And again, it's probably just a distraction anyway. Some shit's going on as we speak. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure in a day or two, we're going to find out what it is. We're going to find out what bullshit some state pulled, what law was passed, what policy was passed, what lawmaker did this and got away with it because of the list. It's a distraction. It's the weakest distraction I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it. I thought we were going to see some powerhouse names on it, like, okay. And then I thought we were going to see names of people who were on the like a list of names of people who were on the island, not a mixed bag of, all right, he was on the island, but he just mentioned his name. He talked about this guy a lot, but never met him, right? And they even mentioned Trump in there, but Trump and him had a falling out, and clearly, the falling out was probably over what was going on the island. I'm surprised that if that was the case, how come Trump never mentioned it to begin with? And it's interesting that nobody mentioned this island, like a big celebrity that is, didn't mention what was going on this island. Everybody just left well enough alone because Epstein has higher politicians or power in his back pocket, or had him in his back pocket, sorry. Though some people still claim Epstein's still alive, that his death was staged or might have been staged, sorry. There is that conspiracy theory going around, and I don't doubt that. I mean, like, if that is the case, I would absolutely believe. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if his death was staged, like, not at all, because they're trying to hide this man who's very well connected, knows a lot of people, knows a lot of powerhouse people. Hell, the elites of Rothschild, Rockefeller, those family members in there could have been on that island, constantly banging away at kids. Those names could have been mentioned in there as well. It's probably why some of those names are redacted, or the real list never came out, which again was the Black Book. That Black Book is the most important book on this planet, and it's the only thing keeping that chick alive. When she dies, if the Black Book is not taken from her or stolen from her after she dies, it could very well be released. If she's smart enough, she put all those names in a computer somewhere and has it in the email setting ready to be released when she dies, kind of shit. If she's smart. If not, it stays in that Black Book, and that Black Book gets burned after whoever takes it from her doesn't even look at it, throws it in the fire, and we'll never know. I think, guys, this is all a ruse. I don't believe this bullshit for a minute. I don't care about any of the names on it because those are names we already knew. We knew about Bill Clinton. We knew about Prince Andrew. Michael Jackson was a shocker. The other celebrities that he's mentioning are people that he just talked to on the phone a couple times or just mentioned their name. Because as the witness put it, he just mentioned some of those names. So it's all bullshit. I want that Black Book. I want those heavy hitter names on it. I want the Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, possibly Obama, maybe Bush. A lot of these people who are in the political world are in that book. A lot of the rich elites, CEOs of a lot of companies are in that book. That's what I want. I don't want this fucking, oh, he mentioned this, he said that, he was on the phone with this person. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.